Starting in pole position. See if I can hold on to it. Chance 1 of 3. It's mains time at CTSR The Roch 2024. That was a beauty recovery.
Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. I am at The Roch CTSR and we are here for a championship race weekend. I am racing 4-wheel drive mod buggy with the Tecna VB4 10.2, 40 plus 2-wheel drive mod buggy with the associated B6.4D, and 2-wheel drive mod stadium truck with the associated T6.2D. I've already ordered the B7, but right now we're doing this. This is the first time I'm racing, personally racing, John Kennedy's personally racing, with some new sponsors for 2024. I typically have Tecna RC as my chassis sponsor for 4-wheel drive, as well as Genzace for batteries. So the 2 new sponsors this year is J Concepts for tires, bodies, wings, all the stuff J Concepts makes, and 110 Hobbies as a general hobby shop. So very happy, excited about that. Anyway, so this was my first day out on new tires.
Alright, we're about to start seeding round 1 at CTSR The Roch Championship. I spent all my morning gluing tire. I haven't even got to run the track yet, so I'm going to go out into seed 1 really green, never having ran even 1 lap on this yet, so yikes. But yeah, the track looks beautiful, but it also looks very technical. Alright, seeding has officially started. They just ran seed 1, we're about to run seed 2. People are getting their cars out there. This is a 4-wheel drive spec buggy. And I was going to try and watch this green car because these on looks like absolutely brand new slicks. So I want to see how it gets around for grip, because I'm currently on bar tire. All my tires are new, so I'm not sure if I want to go slick or bar, but currently I've got my bar set up. I think I'll just try what I've got set up first, and then I mean, I know as the event goes on, slicks will become the tires, so I'll just try bar first and see how we do, and then go from there. For seed 1, it's your fastest 3 consecutive laps, but you've only got 3 minutes to do it. This is only a 3-minute run. Alright, here we go. So this is a lap. You jump over the crossover, then you've got a right-hand loop around, left-hand loop around, I should say. Jump into the carpet, through here, then you're onto the straightaway, but the straightaway has a lot of bumps and humps in it too, so there's not many opportunities to go full throttle, very few. Alright, here's this green car on the new slick, so I want to see how it gets around. Looks pretty good for grip level. I mean, all the tires seem to be working. Anyway, we'll see how we do.
Went out in seed. We've done seed 1, seed 2 now. We've just started qual 1. I tried seed 1 on some fairly new ellipse. These are silver ellipse on the 4-wheel drive. On the 2-wheel drive, I did something somewhat unorthodox. I ran gold dirt webs on the front and black ellipses on the rear, and actually I did a better seed with that than I'm doing currently on the slicks. The slicks are new J Concepts Smoothie 2s in silver compound, which is their super soft clay, and it works very well on the 4-wheel drive. So far I'm not too excited about it on the 2-wheel drive, but that might just be they need more break-in. I felt like I had a little bit more steering authority with these to start, but as the track gets more groove in it, the slicks will work out better. And the stadium truck was absolutely all over the place on these ellipses, which are old ellipses. I put the worn down ones on the rear and the better ones on the front, but it was really slidey, so I went out on the slicks, the Smoothie 2s and C2, and I loved it. It was great. Anyway, so I'm having fun here. Let me show you. It's busy though. We're going fast. We've doing like 3-minute seeds. We're doing the quals now. We just started qual 1. Let me show you some of the track. What's happening here? Yeah, techno. So this is a This is 4-wheel drive spec buggy, 13.5 spec buggy. So I'll show you just, I don't know who's driving this, but I'll try and show you a path around. So straightaway short, up over here. Then you've got the jump over, loop around to the left. Then you go under the jump over. Then you have an over jump there, and jump here, a tight corner into this little rumble strip, and then you're onto the straightaway. But you got a little hump. You're only on full power a very short amount of time over there. Very short amount of time. Yeah, I'm getting used to it. I've not had very many laps. I've only had about, well, I've ran 3 classes with 2 seeds, so 6 minutes per car, 3 times. That's it. So we'll see how we do in this qual 1, which I'm up in about 10 minutes for qual 1. And we're all pitted here. This is the assigned pits area. So yeah, it's a big turnout. I have over 220 some entries, I think, and over 80 racers. So we're all crammed in here. Some people didn't come, which actually allowed me to spread out. I should have, technically I am only allowed half this amount of space for both of us were able to spread out because our neighbors didn't show up. It worked out for me because running 3 classes, you end up taking a lot of room unless you stack. The stackers I was never too keen on, but actually it ends up working very great for if you're in a tight assigned pit space. Having the stackers makes a big difference, so it might be something I need to invest in. Anyway, we're going to go out for this qual 1 next. This is what a big race is like. You're go, 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 go. It's kind of hard for me to actually get time to pick up the camera and do this, because as soon as I set the camera down, I got to get up there and get teched. You have to check your car. Even in mod class, they're checking voltage. So you have to make sure that you're not overvolting your battery. You can't run LiPo high voltage here. You have to run 8.40 volts. So I'm setting my Gen Ace charger, actually, I'm setting it when I charge it to 4.19. Because when it's set to for 420, it always goes a little bit over. I think I am going to record my Q1, just in case, fingers crossed, I have a catastrophic break. I want to make sure that I have some of my own footage on there. So I'm going to go out and record my run with the 4-wheel drive. Still on the same setup that I ran at Electrosport. I bleeded my shocks. I went over the car, made sure I didn't have any hidden damage. I did actually have some 2 rear cracked hubs that I replaced at home before I came. And yeah, the car's running great. Hopefully it keeps that way. It's a pretty technical course. There's very few places where you can open it up, so you just got to hit your lines, make sure you're not over jumping your jumps. And yeah, well, you'll see a couple laps now. All right, here we go for qual 1. Let's see how we do. I'm currently seated 27 to 43. This is a really nice place, but man, it's tight quarters in here. You got to figure out what way you're going to go to do things. You got to enter in this way, you exit this way, and then when you actually, yeah, okay, thanks. I tend to like it more this side, but you out-qualified me. You want to take it? You want to take it? You got me. Anyway, so this is our first look at the full track from the driver's stand. This is the oval side over here, and pits all along the outside here, and a bunch of team associated and pro drivers are over on that side. And yeah, it's hard. It's like bigger, but then yet smaller when you're in here. Like it's a big track, but it looks small because everything's so confined. You've got one path around the whole thing, and then when you marshal, a lot of people are taking their cars with them to marshal because it's weird when you're done. You can put it on a pit table over there, but getting there is a little awkward. So I'm going to be starting in P4 in this Q1. There is a screen here, but it doesn't matter much. It's gonna hurt my consistency already. Oh, did fall down to 6th. Yikes. Dropped a bunch of positions on that. Alright, that was Q1. This is 4-wheel drive mod A group, and the pro driver we have here this weekend is Netcruzer from Team X-Ray. I'll try and follow his car around, but everyone in this group is very fast, even if they're not pros. They're all pretty much semi-pro and above in this A group. So we're just going to catch the first start of it. Everyone's on staggered start. So this is looks like Lammy Associated's out first, and then Sousa and X-Ray is this car here. So we'll watch those top two go around for their laps, see what they do. Whoa, huge send by Lammy. What was that? Whoa, another huge send. Whoa, what's going on? Craziness. The nerves get to you, man. I was doing the same thing in my queue. Yeah, the nerves, I was way over sending it. Lammy's down to 6 now from those crashes. There goes Sousa. And it's not stupendously different than what we're doing. I mean, they're kind of struggling for traction. They're all over the place. They're missing their lines. It's Q1. Nerves are up. Yeah, interesting. A group is not superstars all the time. Next we're going for Q1 in stadium truck, starting in P4 in the secondary group. So this is probably the C, which means I'm in the B right now. I think I'm seated 11th in stadium truck currently. Actually, I can check. Yes, I am seat number 11 in stadium truck. We'll see if we can hold on to that. All right, stadium truck Q1. I'll be starting in P4. We try and be smoother and crash less because my 4-wheel drive was a bit of a mess. Aw, man. Sorry.
That's just racing.
Whoa! Oh no! Shit! Sakes! Wow, everyone's crashing on the crossover a lot. Oh, I got third now. Nice. Pretty good. Okay. All right, that was Stadium Truck. Much better run. Got third, qualified fourth, finished third. That was pretty good. They are also running Baby Truggy this weekend. So yeah, Baby Truggy as in 10th scale 4-wheel drive Truggy. Which you don't get to see racing very much, but in Quebec they do it more often, it seems. I do not have one of these chassis anymore, but they are really fun. That purple and blue is Kevin Carbonell. He usually sends his Truggy a lot. He's got a bruggy body on it. Now so far bruggy bodies have not been banned for 10 scale, but they're looking to ban them in 2025. Roch is for 8 scale, but it's under contention actually. I think it's going to be pushed back. So yeah, Baby Truggy. If you buy one, you can race it in Quebec. Oh! These are the A-mainers getting ready now actually. Getting prepped. Ready to go. So they put an Elmer's glue type treatment. It's like a diluted Elmer's glue, and you can see how pitted the track has been getting. This is the landing zone here. So it's holding up okay, but starting to chip off. Alright, now we're going up for Q1 in two-wheel drive 40 plus mod, the old man class. I'll be starting in P5 in the B group, I think, in this. Okay, this is two-wheel drive 40 plus, two-wheel drive mod 40 plus. Practice laps. I am on Smoothie 2 slicks. So far I'm finding the front slick tires on two-wheel drive to be something that I don't necessarily like. It's a little pushy, and I felt like when I had dirt webs it was a little bit more grippy on the front end, but I got 2 more quals to play around with it. Here we go, Q1. Oh, keep over jumping that. Sorry, man. Go, go, go. I slowed you down. That was a beauty recovery. Let's see. Oh, whoops. It jumped over the barrier. Alright, that was good. Sweet, I got second in that. That was a good run. Alright, I'm happy with that. Track is open. Good morning, it's day 2 at the track. It's around 8 a.m. We're just going to get started on qual 2 right now. And rumor has it they're going to try and run 3 full qualifiers today before main start. And then we're probably going to be doing triple mains, no bumps. So that got me thinking, man, I don't know if my tires are going to last. Even though I'm running brand new tires, I have no experience with these, and these are silvers. These are soft, so that's a super soft clay compound. You can already see the internal webbing on these just after 10 minutes of runtime on track. So I've decided that I'm going to save my slicks for the last qual and the mains, and I'm going to try the start of today on Q2 on the ellipses again. So these are silvers as well. They should, these only have about 5 minutes runtime on them, and they should break in nice. I'm going to start saucing them down. So this will be for 4-wheel drive. I'm going to run the ellipse. Also on the 2-wheel drive, I'm going to run ellipse on the rear of the 2-wheel drive as well, because it's the same situation on this. I don't think that seeing the hatching is actually a problem, but I am mostly concerned about when does the tire come off its peak performance, because ideally, if you invest in the tires for a race, you want to have the peak performance in the mains on one set. I don't want to have to keep buying multiple sets of the same tire for an event. It's just far too expensive. Even with a tire sponsor, racing is still very expensive. So I'm going to run the ellipse and the dirt webs on the front of the 2-wheel drive for qual 2, and should be curious to see how we do. Now these are not very soft, but I was very happy with them in seating. These are gold, so this is the equivalent of a soft clay compound. Dirt web is one of my favorite tires, and absolutely love it. This tread was designed by Brian Kinwald in collaboration with J Concepts, and man, it's one of my favorite tires, is the dirt webs. I personally am now sponsored by J Concepts, but even before, I would always try and get a dirt web for the front tires on my 2-wheel drives. I just absolutely love them, even on the 4-wheel drives as well. And Electron is a close comparison, but I prefer the dirt web more. Okay, my Q2 is done, so I just ran all 3 of my cars in Q2 for the start of Saturday, and man, really awesome Q2, about the best I could ever have gone. So I went out on tread. I made the choice to try tread, won my qual. I think I'm sitting, I've moved up from 27th overall to 22nd. Still got a lot to move up out of like 43 drivers in 4-wheel drive. In 2-wheel drive, I just finished it. I went out on tread again. Silver ellipses versus the black ellipses. You can see how this is to be expected on a mega soft compound, is it's going to deteriorate fast, but it feels good. I really like it. It's surprisingly grippy, and I absolutely, in 2-wheel drive, have a lot more steering authority, but I'm a little bit afraid of putting a slick on the rear and leaving a tread on the front. I don't want to have a spin-out situation, so I'm doing consistent treads when I switch it. this is fast, but for me, this is currently faster, so I'm driving what's best for me on two-wheel drive. I won that heat as well. I actually held TQ for a whopping 4 minutes until the next group ahead of me beat my time. But yeah, I was TQ. They were calling my name out a lot. It was awesome. Stadium truck. I'm keeping on these slicks on Stadium truck. I had some traffic issues, or I would have finished first in that qual as well. I ended up coming in second. I am 4th overall right now in Stadium truck. We're up for Q3 next. There actually will be a 4th qual round. They're going to take your best 2 of 4. Let's go for a pit walk now. Got my wide angle lens on, so we'll go for a little pit walk. Anyway, there's people all spread around all over. There's a bunch of techno guys in here, some other associated guys in there. Techno, everyone's kind of all spread all over. They put a bunch of us English-speaking people back in this corner here so we could all talk to each other. That was nice. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so we'll just do a walk quickly. You see yourself, say hi in the comments. Looking good, all matchy-matchy. The TLR guys, looking good. Bright yellow is always in the TLR booth. Car for sale. This is, hold on, Team Serpent. Team Serpent drivers. These guys here, getting ready. And then there's additional pits over on this side. And then back here is a lot of associated drivers and also a different mix of people. We have, there's Mark Sousa in the back corner there. Hey, doing a little pit walk. Anyway, everyone's busy doing their thing. So yeah, if you see yourself, say hi in the comments. And this is our master of ceremony here. He gets to run the races and watch the races and watch the races and call the races. And then here's a bunch of the local fast guys. Team Associated has been doing really well. So yeah, that's the pits. And yes, after every time you race, you have to marshal. So once you're done your run, you go to a cone, and that's marshaling duty. You have to watch your corner, and if the car flips over or gets in trouble, you got to run out as quickly as you can and get them, fix it. This is four-wheel drive spec buggy, 13.5, four-wheel drive spec buggy. Alright, qual 3 is done, and I'm going to change my strategy a little bit going into qual 4. I actually like my treaded tires so much that I want to save them for one of the mains rounds because we're going to do triple mains. So I'm going to save some of my treaded tires because these are mega soft, so they're wearing down extremely fast. I'm especially, you know, one side usually wears down more than the other on a buggy. Anyway, I've switched back to slicks. So I'm going to run Q4 on slicks. I've just sauced them all. We're just starting Q4 now, and I really liked my four-wheel drive on the silver ellipses, but anyway, I'm currently seated 22nd in four-wheel drive. I'm doing the worst in four-wheel drive because I'm just overdriving it, missing my jumps by overjumping. In 40 plus two-wheel drive, I am currently 7th, so I'm in top 10, and in stadium truck, I'm currently 8th, so I'm in top 10. So top 10 for these, trying to break into top 20 for this, hopefully top 10 if I get my act together, but top 10 in four-wheel drive mod is like pro level drivers. like Mr. Nathan Glover here. He's 6th overall currently, up with the pros. I'm not going to get there, but if I could break into the top 20, I'd be happy. It'd be nice if I could get into the B in this. I'm currently not there, but right now I'm in the A for both of these. If I can hold on or do better in Q4, we're going to head up into Q4 next, and I'm not recording it today. I'm trying to focus on my performance versus the footage. So footage of qual 1, I've hopefully already put that in, and then we'll get some mains races after. Okay, qual 4 is done. We're heading into the mains now. We're going to do one main tonight. This is Saturday night, and so I've got my cars prepped. I am going to stay on slicks, even though I feel like I'm more consistent on tread. But my issue is that I've been saucing with a liquid wrench. This is a Macoun bottle. It has the fancy applicator on it, but there is liquid wrench in here, yellow liquid wrench sprayed in. And that kind of softens the rubber, but it's not lasting a whole qual. So about halfway through my qualifiers, I find the front end on when I'm running slicks, it gets pushy. So my strategy for the mains is we're doing triple mains. So for the first round of mains, I'm going to stay on slicks, but I've changed my sauce. So I'm going to use Colton Vogel is run sticky kicks. So I'm going to try sticky kicks. This is purple, but I'm going to try the gold, which he's put away. But I've currently got sticky kicks gold on here, so we're going to try that for my first time ever running it. It essentially adds like a sticky layer to the rubber instead of it making the rubber softer. So it is a traction compound. There's different types of traction compound. Some make the rubber soft, some add a layer of additional traction. I think Sticky Kicks is an additional traction type company, and a lot of people are running it, and apparently it's the thing you want for running slick. So I'm going to try it, and hopefully we do pretty good in main round 1. Mains 2 and 3 tomorrow. Oh, but I should say where I'm at. So after we did 4 qual rounds, it's your best 2 of 4. Currently I am like 24th of 44 in 4-wheel drive mod. I am 7th out of, no, I've fallen down actually. Q4 I did worse. So I believe I am 9th in 2-wheel drive and 11th in stadium. So just missed the show in basically my other 2 classes. I believe I'll be sorting out to be kind of high in the B main on stadium truck and 2-wheel drive. And this, I think I'm in the C, but I'm not sure yet. Mains are just being posted now. Okay, so my main, my first round of mains are done. I've just done my 3 classes. So I did 4-wheel drive mod buggy, I did stadium truck mod, and 2-wheel drive mod 40 plus. So those races, I recorded each one of those mains. And yeah, so we're doing triple mains. I'm going to do the next 2 mains tomorrow. But tonight, I ended up placing in each class exactly where I started. All right, we're about to go out for the D1 main and 4-wheel drive buggy, starting in pole position. See if I can hold on to it. Chance 1 of 3. It's mains time. That's CTSR the Roch 2024. I wanted the angle.
Marshall ready. Driver ready. Start less than 5. Is it about? Double it.
Come on, dude, fuck. Whoa, damn it, lucky. I got first in 4-wheel drive, I won that. I started in pole, I fell back, and then I made it back up. I finished first in my race. Getting teched in, ready for the B main. 8.35, too low, too low. All right, thank you. before a main starts, you go through tech. Even for mod, you have to go through tech, make sure you're not over voltage. We just all kind of line up here, wait here while the next round is done. And then we go out and it'll be racing time. Oh!
That's some good footage.
Yeah. So yeah, watch out for this guy on track. He's going to be starting out ahead of me. We'll see if that sticks or if we can reverse that rotation a bit.
I'll put it in the pipe, don't worry.
Oh, upside down shocks, eh? Speed secrets. Eh? Neato. Lower that CG. Already immediately noticed I have way more steering with that sticky kick stuff on the tire. Big difference. This might throw me off. We'll see.
Do you have more or less traction?
Way more.
Stop less than 5. Dans le capote, Christelle a fait une erreur justement.
What the heck? What?
Il faut prendre bien faire et on fait comme ça. Dans le capote, il y a la première position. Christelle est deuxième. Tony, ça s'appelle Bingo. C'est John et Derek. C'est le janvier. Christian va tout à la première position. Effectivement, Christian est dans la première position. Kevin Carbonneau deuxième. Bilbo troisième. La Chapelle. Tony. John et Yannick. Oh, tout un erreur pour Kevin Carbonneau. Donc, Christian est premier. Daniel est troisième. Kevin est venu en troisième. Tony, John, Kevin et Rick. Donc, ça va être Christian. C'est le rival. Daniel aussi, ça va très bien pour lui. Belle finale. Pour l'instant, tout va bien. Oh, Kevin est revenu en quatrième.
In stadium truck, I was starting in 4th. I fell back to 7th on lap 1 on like the second corner. It just lost steering for a second. I don't know if it was me or like a slick spot or something really weird happened on track there where I tried to turn and the car didn't turn, and then I immediately fell back to 7th. I worked my way through that race. I got back and I finished in 4th. Next up is two-wheel drive. I'm in the B-Main, two-wheel drive 40 plus mod buggy B-Main. I'm running the same electronics and the same setup I normally run on my Wednesday night weeknights. I'm on a 13.5 motor. I've got a Hobby Wing, just stock, or stock spec ESC Savox servo, and Redline batteries, of course, always, Gen 6 Redline. Anyway, we're gonna go for this B-Main. This is on day 2 of 3, so we'll do mains 2 and 3 tomorrow, but this is mains 1. The new thing that I'm trying is instead of my typical liquid wrench saucing, I'm finding slicks perform way better here on an actual like sticky type versus a softening type. So I'm using sticky kicks gold, and so far it holds up for a full run like the liquid wrench does not. So I've been very happy with that. I've been just boring it off my pit partner here, Colton Vogel. So anyway, I'm liking it. So we're gonna go out in this main and see what we do.
Marshall ready. Drivers ready. Stop less than 5. Et c'est parti. On va marquer des décisif. Quand quelque chose, mais c'est élevé. Qui a pris une position sur le parcours.
Oh, burn me. Damn. The two-wheel drive, the 40 plus two-wheel drive, just a really fun, consistent race. I didn't really know what was happening through it because I don't understand French at this kind of pace. I was just trying to hold my lines and do what I did, and then I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who to pull over for, but I figured I was battling with everyone, so I just did my best. And in the end, I ended up finishing in P3, and I started in P3, so that's great. Anyway, so I'm done for today. My races are done. They're only on race 18. They're only going to do 20 races tonight. So there's two more races, and then we're done for tonight. And then tomorrow we'll do mains 2 and mains 3, and it'll be closing ceremonies. I'd imagine they're doing door prizes tomorrow too. Thank you to my personal sponsor, Sir John Kennedy, which is outside of Netcruzer. Netcruzer is like media, right? But for me, my racing sponsored John Kennedy Techno RC chassis, awesome. Gens Ace batteries, awesome. J Concepts, tires, wings, bodies, wheels, everything that they make, awesome. And 110 Hobbies, general hobby shop items. Check them out. This is how all the tires came off after the mains. I have not cleaned them, I have not touched them. Slicks was an interesting experience. I really feel like you do need to enhance your slicks experience with the proper type of proper type of sauce. So try some actual sauce versus like car chemicals. Anyway, it seems to work better. It is worth the money. It is immediately noticeable. Here's the fast kid demo. Hello with his baby Truggy.
Yes.
The serpent that's really a techno. It's really a techno though, but it's fast. This is baby Truggy. This is the C maybe? C or the D? Lots of traffic. Lots of traffic. Come on, Frank. Alright, this is going to be A main baby Truggy. Truggy's to watch. The all white. Damon Lammy. The purple and white is a Damon Holland Serpent. Should be. I'm going to just record the start of it for you guys. Should be pretty entertaining. So yeah, that might be it for racing tonight. We just finished up round 20, so it'll be the end of racing for today. We'll pick it up tomorrow to finish it out. My front shock was leaking, so I'm going to take it apart and take a look and refill it and take care of it. Check it out. The toothpick mod's held. I just opened up the front shock on the EB410.2 and I made a 6-hole piston of an 8-hole piston with the toothpicks. It's held all season of racing, last half of the season of racing, and now this main championship. I mean, it's kind of ghetto, but it works. It's really thrifty and cheap, but it works. Good morning. Welcome to day 3 at the track. It's early, around 7:30 a.m. They typically start at 8 a.m., but there's quite a few people that aren't here yet, so we'll see how that goes. We're going to be doing mains 2 and mains 3 today. And yeah, I'm just going to try and keep doing better. I'm not going to record any of it. I'm just going to try and concentrate on hitting my lines. I'll come back with an update after the mains and let you know how it went. But yeah, going to get some coffee into me and have a good day. Oh, full drive Mod A. Just started Mod A 2. Just missed the start. Oh, everyone's piled up. Oh, what a gong show. All right, Lammy's out front, but he got hung up. This full drive mod buggy, A2 main. Okay, I'm done my second mains, so I've only got one chance left to improve. So I just ran my 3 races. I want to talk about it for a minute. So he was starting in P1 with the 4-wheel drive. Just had a couple of mistakes, got tumbled in traffic a little bit, finished 4th. In that race, I just kind of fell back and couldn't make it up. In Stadium Truck, I was starting in 4th. On lap 1, I kind of had a bit of a crash. I fell way back down to last, and then by the end of the race, I worked myself back up into 3rd. So I'm happy with that. And this one in 2-wheel drive 40 plus mod buggy, I was starting in P3. I just had a rough race. I mean, I feel like I got hacked a few times. I got kicked in the rear, flipped myself over, fell from like 2nd to last on lap 1 or 2, and that happened a couple of times where I specifically got hit. Wasn't really a mistake that I made, and the person who hit me didn't wait, so there really does need to be a bit more etiquette at a big race like this. We were all in the same lap. If someone hits you, knocks you over, you should wait. And they're just not happening. Anyway, so it is what it is. I couldn't make it back up, so I finished 6th in that. Looks like I'm kind of not looking good for taking home any hardware, which means trophies, because a B main gets a trophy in this, A and B. So I have both of these in the B main. Based on the way the stats are going, I would have to pretty much win the next 2 B mains to be able to get in the top 3. But we'll see if we can do it. This is still a maybe. If I can pull off another win, I could do it. I'm sitting 2nd in, but it's a D main, so a D main doesn't count for trophies. I'm just having fun though. It's nice to win your mains. That's how things are going today at day 3 at the Roch CTSR Championship. The biggest thing I'm kind of learning at this event, every big event I go to, I learn a little bit, and this is the first time at this track. Really, it ends up being, I'm learning about slicks. It's my first time ever racing on a manufactured slick, and I'm liking them a lot because these were all new at the start of the event, and this is how they've worn in. So I've got 1 race left to do. And the big thing I've learned is just, you know, you can't just use the same sauce everywhere you go. So track-specific sauce ends up being a bit of a speed secret. And here it seems like the sticky kicks is the thing. I'm having way more consistent runs with the stickier, like an actual brand name tire sauce versus my automotive grade liquid wrench. Also, when you go to a big race, sometimes you get a chance to win a door prize. So I just have my name called, and it was a prize table. So I went up there and I chose the gift card to the shop, $25 gift card to CTSR. So I think I've been talking about it a lot in this video, but I think I'm just going to buy some of this stuff because I don't have any. So I'm going to burn my 25 bucks on some sticky kicks. But if you're watching from a local area, I don't think I'm going to buy the gold. The gold works the best here, but for my home track at Electrosport, I think it's going to be the purple. So I'm going to buy the purple, which is most aggressive and smells like grape. Okay, my mains are done. So I'm done all my racing. I've done my triple mains. They went kind of mediocre. I'm going to talk to you about where I placed if I can remember. It's a bit hectic. In the last 4-wheel drive, I'll put the stats in on how we did in my race. And then when they sort it by the 3 mains, I ended up getting 2nd in the D main. Stadium truck I was doing great. I had worked my way up to 2nd, and then the truck browned out on the last 30 seconds. I'm running this Tekin speed control, this Tekin RS black whatever. It doesn't have cooling fins on it. I wonder if it overheated because I took the battery off and checked the battery, and it was at 3.9 volts a cell, so it wouldn't have hit low voltage. So it must have been heat. This is a 6.5 motor, but I think its ESC cooked itself in the last 30 seconds of that race. So it browned out on track. I couldn't make any positions. I dropped a position. I lost podium in the B main stadium truck by 1 point. I had 6 points, 5 points and less got the top 3 in stadium. So, and then in 40 plus 2-wheel drive, I just had a crappy run, crashed a lot, got 6th in that race. So I haven't looked at the stats yet, but anyway, that was a B main 2-wheel drive, and I'll put the stats in. And yeah, so that's it. And then I went and used my gift card at the shop. I picked up some Sticky Kicks purple that I'm going to use at the local Electrosport track. But if you're planning to buy it for here you want gold. But for my home track in Ottawa, we're going to try purple. I'll just talk for a minute about setups, because I haven't really talked about setups much. Mostly I'm just talking about tires, because I don't really chase a setup game very much. I feel like my driving is more important than the setup that's on the car, and once I get to a point where if the setup is really slowing me down, then I'll deal with setup, but for the most part I try and focus on tires and driving. All right, on the two-wheel drive, I'm on a Dusty Evans setup, I believe. So it's not, this one is not built to box kit. It's built to a setup sheet, a Dusty Evans setup. And the thing you have to do that is you do have to drill out the pistons in your shocks. On these, this was the first car that came up with the 13 mil shocks. The shock tuning out of the box is not very good. You need to add a hole in your pistons, and then it's money. So that's what's going on with that one. As for Stadium Truck is a box stock 6.2D built to kit spec. And then on these associated cars on the B6 generation, the only type of thing you have to do for reliability is this front lower bulkhead where your hinge pins go through. That has to be made out of metal instead of plastic, because you will break the plastic one. You want to put metal there. That's really the only essential upgrade, other than you do want to change your battery mounts, because the stock battery mounts are really annoying, and so you want to upgrade your battery mount system on the associated cars until the B7 comes out. I didn't break anything through the whole weekend. But what did happen was at the end of mains yesterday, this shock cap had come loose, so it was leaking oil. So I took the front shocks off last night, rebuilt the front shocks. And the only other thing that happened was I stripped the wheel nut on the Stadium truck in like qual 1, I think. I stripped the wheel nut, so I just had to replace the wheel nut. That's all that I've had to do. So technically no breakages, unless you count a wheel nut and a loose shock cap as a breakage. But really it's just maintenance issues and things that wear out from racing. So yeah, I'm very happy with how things went. Could have went better, but could have went far worse. So I did manage to get a podium picture in the D main, and these two I just missed it. This one I just missed podium by 1 point, and this one I haven't checked yet, but I'm definitely a little far down on the stats. Anyway, yeah, good racing here. That's pretty much it. They're finishing up the last of the third of the mains now. That's going to be the end of my time here at CTSR at the Roch 2024 Championship. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video, hit the like button. If you're new on here, subscribe. If you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.